Hi, and welcome back to the McGuire online training series. My name is Mike May, and today we're going to go over your universal application form. There's two things to remember about the universal application form. First, every member has to complete one every year, no exceptions. And number two, the only way to complete the universal application form is online via your online portfolio. Okay, with that said, let's get started. Let's go to your online portfolio login, which is at the McGuire website. Click on National Charity Login, put in your EIN number, which you all know, your password, which you've all committed to memory. You go to the headlines page. There on the first page is the link that says it's that time again, 2010 Universal Application Form. Click on that and it takes you to the universal application form. There's some information there on when your due date is, where to mail it, if you have any questions, or where to email attachments. Click on the universal application form link right there, and there's an introduction page. Introduction page goes over some important things that we want you to remember. Click continue at the bottom of the introduction page and it takes you to step 1 of 6. Step 1 of 6 is the contact information page, where you review the information that we have on file for your organization. If you want to change it, if it's not you listed there, or if it's time to delegate this to somebody else, Charlotte delegated it to me. So here we go, Mr. Mike Mays to contact, update it to MMAY. Everything else is correct. That green button, Save and Continue, you're going to get very familiar with during this process. Save and Continue takes you back to the original page. You can review your changes, click Save and Continue to move on. At any point, if you want to have the information that you've been working on saved and you get called away, it's lunch, there's a meeting you have to go to, just click Save and log out, and the information will be saved for the next time you come back. In this case, we're going to go through the application process, so Save and Continue. We get to step 2 of 6. It's the Form 990 declaration page. Let me start off the Form 990 declaration page with saying, if you have any questions about your 990, just give us a call. It's a very confusing year because it's a transition year between the 2007 Form 990 and the new revised 2008 Form 990. So that said, I'm going to go through this and explain much of it, but I think a lot of people need more time than this 10-minute video is going to require to get their circumstances straightened out. So just give us a call. First of all, you choose whether you're going to submit the IRS Form 990 long form or the pro forma. Once you make that decision, you go down and enter your calculation for overhead. Now, if you're using the 2007 Form 990, which has the same numbers that you've used each time you've applied through this process, line 14 plus line 15 divided by line 12. If you're using the new form, which many of you are this year for the first time, there's different pages. You go to page 10, part 9, line 25, column C is your management in general. Line 25D is your fundraising, and page 9, part 8, statement of revenue, line 12, column A is your total revenue. Enter that information, click Save and Continue, and that's your overhead calculation for the 2010 campaign. Let's go back and make changes, because in fact, let's say you don't have your 990 ready yet. It's not going to be ready till 11/15/2009, which is fine. Just enter that date there, click Save and Continue. Oh, wait a minute, it says you can't enter both the 990 overhead calculation information and a date to submit the information later, so we're going to delete that information. Save and Continue, and this says that this organization is going to submit to us the 990 form on 11/15. Okay, Click Save and Continue, and we move on to the donor giving brochure information. This is your 25-word statement. What we have here is what was submitted and is published in the current campaign brochure. We have a couple examples, a poor example and a good example. Public phone still correct, website still correct, and then one other thing you do here is you choose your service categories. Service categories are what you submitted last year. Two things you have to realize as you complete these: no duplicates. You can't choose medical research twice. If you do, you get an error. If you choose the same one twice, we're going to recommend you choose a different one, or leave it blank. Leaving it blank's fine. If none of those categories apply to you besides the ones you've already picked, then just leave it blank. No harm there. If you can, try to find 3 that apply to you, because it's always helpful to have different search categories available to donors so they can find you. So you click Save and Continue. We move on from the donor giving brochure to Attachment A. Attachment A can be very time intensive, but we have given you plenty of tools to use. If you want to download last year's Attachment A, click number 1. If you want to look at suggestions that the Office of Personnel Management has issued, this includes guidance and examples for you to complete your Attachment A. Click number 2. For number 3, for those of you that are interested in submitting a web services Attachment A, click that and you get the complete text of what that entails. Some organizations don't use the help tool. They find it easier just to upload documents to us. That's fine. For those of you that do, I recommend first of all looking if you have any current data input, data from last year that's already been reviewed. Look at that, see what that says, see how it's laid out, see the information that's been provided by your predecessor or by you, and then go back and enter some new information through the help tool. Update, include 2009 information, so let's say California, I'm going to add California service, San Rafael, August 5th, 2000. And you just paste in from a different document, which is usually best, what the description is of the service. Save and Continue. You do that for 15 states or internationally, and you've completed Attachment A. The next page is the upload page, and this is where you add files via the upload process, your Attachment A. Find that document, whatever that document is, upload it, and you can do this for the audit, for the 990, for the Attachment A, for your IRS letter if there's been changes. Click Save and Continue when you're complete. The last step is to the Create Form. Click the Create Form button. The system will give you the option of printing or downloading your universal application form. Do not print the application from the internet browser. The data could be lost, formatting could be lost. Download it. The name of your application, the form is UAF _ your EIN number, those 9 numbers, and with a dash after the first 2, and then app 2010. Once you're done with the form, once you've done downloaded it, print it, sign it, send all documentation that you haven't already emailed to us or sent to us electronically, put it in a package, and send us the original application, original signed application with these attachments, and the process is complete. Okay, that was the 2010 Universal Application process online. Wasn't too painful, I hope. This was a 10-minute video to get you comfortable with the process, but if you have any questions as you go through it, don't hesitate to give us a call. All right, thank you.